I'ma stay calm till it's time to on the floor till it's got the bill, got no paper, told him quit the pocket watching jeans, ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes, schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day, glad to say I was broke, tell him battle, now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up, only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing, all my real ones know this nigga riding for his unit, 53 I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough, say she feeling little nigga, try look, say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as head squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked. Boy, I got a bump we ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump we ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
Hands up. Yeah, what's up? Bottles and believe we back in business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights that come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me. The numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers. Want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters. Call them silverback gorillas. Going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Let's roll the dice.
Don't be some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe. We done.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles, next on Madden Football.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America. Anders Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go at the link. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone. So they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position
Automatic
here.
first down.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. He's going to push one deep down. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, a run with Barkley. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 10 now. And that one's unsuccessful.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Into the hands of Campbell. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
No touch that. No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, let's go.
Working quickly here.
No touch.
On second down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Now look, Yanni. Yanni. No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He's on the move. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Running back sent in motion.
No touch.
Hurts now on 4th. Buying some time left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Offense up to the line fast. On second down, Jacobs. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Josh Sweat making the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Running on first here with Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They stick with Jacobs. This is ahead for about 5. Milton Williams making the stop. Working quickly here. Love from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Ready.
They'll run. Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. To return, here's Paris Campbell. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now for the second time this game, we'll get a look at the Philly offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
On first down, Hurts escapes the pocket. That's caught by A.J. Brown. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Offense in the hurry up here. A tight end in motion now. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Hey, Silver.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit... Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Hurts now from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Packers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Going run again with Jacobs.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Throwing his love on third. He has the first over the middle. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Milton Williams making the stop. Third down from the gun. tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Here we go.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Jacobs running behind center. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on 3rd and long. This is reeled in by Reed. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles trying to add to their lead. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Great. 63.
Hurts throwing again. Able to get it to Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing it again here. Taken in by Smith. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
22 needle. 10.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Devin White hauls him down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles get the football back with great field position there at the 36. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 34. Taking a shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey! Alpha, alpha, alpha! Go silver, ready? Delta!
Back to throw, Hurts. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And this stays a 1-score, 8-point game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The play clock nearing 0, so Coach Matt LaFleur forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Let's go now.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's
intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia. And the Eagles have understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field to play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Packers. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. The Packers take their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Shot, 17. Here we go, set. Set, huh?
Now a run with Jacobs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. Jacobs with it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here.
And cycle. 52 plastic. Blue strike.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
Ready.
Second and 10 now. He fires one deep down the right sideline. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line. Here's Jacobs. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the...
And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it's good, but very lucky to put 3 on the board as it went off the crossbar on a short kick. And that gets him back within 5.
Well, all he could do is shake his head and laugh a little bit after that one. Not sure what happened on that kick. Should never really in this league hit the crossbar from that distance. But fortunately for him and his team, there's no style points on the stat sheet.
On the return, Britton Covey. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
73.
Hurts looking to throw. Packers take possession of the football. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
Here's a give to Jacobs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Josh Sweat making the stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Flush down now to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They run it with Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
Ready, go.
3rd and long for him here. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Oh, it's a miss. He sent it wide right. And they're going to stay down by 5.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now.
Great. No touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Back-to-back runs, yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. From the pistol, Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hurts to throw. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Motion man left is Brown. They'll throw on 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! And he's gonna go! It's a pick 6! Late in the game, Brock, the lead, and if this holds, the win are theirs off the biggest play we've seen all game defensively.
Kate, by this point in the game, you're spent physically, but as defenders, you've got to be at your sharpest mentally. Get caught off guard, and this game could be over. Catch them off guard. All of a sudden, now you're defending the lead.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Gamble now on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group.
And they pick him off again! Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the claim have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And he gets this forward to the 19. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Again, it's Jacobs. And he drives it forward for a modest gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Let's go. Cut.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Tiger Swamp, Tiger Swamp. Crowd up, Yanni. Crowd. Great. Set. No,
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
By Edgerrin Cooper. It's a loss of 8.
Hey, 73.
Second and 18 at the 26-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Finds his back complete. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Oh, he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's running with it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Crowd up, Yanni. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes out to the left. Ball's out, the ball's out, he lost it. Packers.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
And he's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. They've got to keep moving quick here. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
It's a gain of 6. And the Packer 1st down.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Watch out now. 50. Set.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set, ready. Ready.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Ready.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Set.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Ready, set.
4th down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here.
Here we go. Ready.
4th down. Here's Love. Throwing deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game.
Yeah. I was bad at school, now I'm trying to dodge a sinning. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club, they know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club, we ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting, and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight business. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, ain't hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants, and it's coming.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
The veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
Now here's the longtime star in the league, Zeke Elliott. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Again, here's Zeke. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Third and 6. Pistol now for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively, it'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
And we see Daniel Jones take the field, and a bit of a polarizing player, Mike, not necessarily just in New York, but throughout the league, and there's just so much.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ka'imi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off from MetLife. Here's a return from the 7. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Tracy once more. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
Gets this to Slayton, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Trying the right side with Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 11. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the Marcus reset.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Locked down. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Gano's point after is good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Damian Pierce now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just...
Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
And with a half of football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Getting out to his left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here we go.
Play action on 1st down. Buying some time right. Oh, he nearly reeled that in. As close as you can get, but just an exciting incompletion.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception.
And he touchdown! The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. And now the Giants trying a 2-point conversion. He's throwing for it. Time. And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Net them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback. Right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. And still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
And he doesn't make it far at all. They bundle up that return immediately. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the Giants nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys, keep taking that.
Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
Here we go, set.
A handoff to Tracy. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4 yards on the pickup.
They go right back to Tracy. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It's a 3-yard gain. 1 shot remaining if they want to try it. 4th and goal coming up.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Block. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. On the move, headed right. He can run it. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's picked out by the Giants. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of it. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Thought he had a touchdown there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Has it at the 7. He has the New York touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points. Gano ready to send this away. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play. They bring their tight end left. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, and they go right back to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Working quickly here. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of... Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They start with 2nd and 6. Keeping it with Mixon. He loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Offense in the hurry up here. Mixon on the counter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On the ground again with Mixon. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. Throwing all the way to the end zone. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the Giants make the most of the interception, returning this up to their own 25 before going down. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's contained at the line for no gain. Azeez Al-Shaair that time on the tackle. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants dealing with third and still 10 to go. Locke looking to throw. He finds Slayton. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Locke to throw it. Forced out to his right. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see about me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in Shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving